It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the New England Patriots. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis back with you. And Charles, for years, a trip to Foxborough quite often led to a loss for opposing teams. But the Patriots have been, in essence, a 500 team since the departure of TB12 3 years ago.
And things have switched because they are a defense-led team, and that's what's kept them in most games. Their key, can they get more explosive on offense and truly establish who their QB1 is?
Now, meanwhile, for the visiting Chiefs, it's business as usual. They come in as defending Super Bowl champs, and they feature what was the #1 scoring offense in the NFL a season ago.
The consistency is the key, and it all starts with the head coach and emanates from there. Offensive coordinator has been around the team for a while. They understand how these players operate and what it takes to put them in position to be successful.
Well, the kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a two-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
A dump down to McKinnon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Catch made by Watson on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, there's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive about what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that is really difficult to do.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. So here come the Patriots, led by Bailey Zappi at quarterback in his second season now out of Western Kentucky.
And he's a young man who's always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school, ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to Western Kentucky, and he did it again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL. This guy's like a very skilled point guard, knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game, and they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Zappi. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. That'll go for a gain of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Tony on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's up to the 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Mahomes now on first down. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Yeah, the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the run, this is Gray. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw Zappi. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Off the fake, Zappi. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The play fake, and now here's Zappi. And that will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10. I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. He's settling in nicely here in the 1st quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the counter, it's Stevenson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Zappi. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Zappi. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Zappi looks to throw it. That is caught by Douglas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
21-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left is Stevenson. Nifty move. Once more the juke. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Zappi. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. From the 20, here's second down and 8. They run once more with Stevenson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes now on first down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 37.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Stevenson. A solid stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Zappi. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Zappi on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On now the rookie 4th-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 78 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Zappi. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Zappi now on 1st and 10. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Ramondre Stevenson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Ryland on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And Watson has it right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 6 now. They go play fake. Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
Be more. You talk about fantasy a lot, but why don't you just play?
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game.
I
enjoy watching
You're an analyst.
do it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On second down, Zappi to throw it. It's complete to Parker, left side. And Parker's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Zappi looking to throw it on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Zappi. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Zappi back to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down, Zampi. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A tough spot here after that sack. Zampi and the Pats now face a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
The play fake, and now here's Zampi. Now a short one to Gesicki. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Zampi looks to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco once more. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the...
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every...
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. New England's offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 9. Now Zappi. And hitting Juju on the slant.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Good shot, good shot.
Zappi off play action. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A partner still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down. Here's Pacheco once again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 81 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the second.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And Parker's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get this down inside the 20. Zampi.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And Zampi to throw.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And again, it's Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
2nd and 7.
Mahomes going to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Zappi. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again with Zappi. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time, and you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one, but they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, I guess that's one way to slow him down, try to grab him by the face mask.
Well, nothing else seems to have worked because he certainly had his way running the football in this one.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Zappi going to bootleg out. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and 10. Once again, here's Zappi. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Zappi on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They go play fake. Mahomes.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Zappi.
And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Looking to throw, Zappi. That is caught, and he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
KC's offense ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Zappi and the Patriots come up here 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Zappi off play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 95 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Fights through, and now a crease. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And Watson has it right side. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.